Stavros reporting on the Sustainable Weight Loss Project. Today's video is on slow and mindful eating. Every study that I have ever read on slow and mindful eating, people end up eating a lot less food without feeling deprived. The key here is without feeling deprived. Because if you end up eating less food by feeling deprived, it's only a matter of time before you give up. So the question is, why do you eat less food when you eat slow and mindful? And that's because you end up getting more pleasure out of less food. Think about it. When do you get pleasure when eating? Okay, you get pleasure when the food is in your mouth. So the longer you can keep each bite of food in your mouth, the more pleasure you get out of less food. This is how slow and mindful eating causes you to eat less food and feeling satisfied. So the question is then, how do you slow down your eating? How do you become a slow and mindful eater? Well, with practice. Here's a couple of things you can try out. One thing I like is the putting the fork down between every bite. So if you're eating something that you need a fork to eat, take a bite, put your fork down, chew your food. Try to chew at least 20, if not more times. And while chewing, try to taste what you're eating. Trying to figure out what kind of spices, what kind of herbs did the chef use, if you're eating at a restaurant that is, in the food. Okay. Another side benefit of eating slow and mindful is that you end up chewing your food a lot more times, which means you break down the food in much smaller pieces, which means when it gets to your stomach, the digestive juices have a lot more surface to work on, which basically means you aid digestion. You actually help digestion by eating slow and mindful. So the worst thing you can do while eating is when you take a bite, while you're chewing your food, keeping the fork in front of your mouth with more food on it. Okay, in the way you actually subconsciously you rush yourself, so you swallow a lot faster than you should. So also try to sit down while eating. Try not to be driving a car. Try not to be having any serious conversations or doing anything serious while eating. When eating, you should really be paying attention to the food that you're eating. Also, if you're eating a sandwich, every time you take a bite, put the sandwich down. And again, because when you're taking a bite and you're holding the sandwich right in front of your mouth, subconsciously you rush yourself into swallowing before you should. I understand we're living in a very busy society and most of us have 5-10 minutes for lunch. What my suggestion would be, actually, number one, have a small lunch, but try to stretch your lunch a few more minutes so this way you can really get the most enjoyment out of less food. Okay. Another thing you could try is to try to eat one raisin, and take 3 to 4 minutes to eat that one raisin. So for 3 or 4 minutes, okay, fine. 2 minutes is fine too. Trying to keep it in your mouth, chew it, feel the texture, the taste of it. Okay, and practice that on a daily basis. What's going to happen over time? You're going to find yourself eating a lot slower than you eat today. Another benefit of slow and mindful eating is that you give your stomach a chance to tell your brain that you're full and you stop eating. You see, it takes around 20 minutes for the brain to get the message that you should stop eating. So by eating slow and mindful, you end up giving your brain a chance to get the message that you're full, and you end up not overeating. Okay, so I think this is a habit that everybody should develop, regardless if you need to lose weight or not. By the way, I think everybody should be eating slow and mindful. Chew your food well. And you're going to end up eating a lot less food without feeling deprived, and you're going to aid digestion in the process, which I think is a great thing. Okay, thank you for watching. For more videos on sustainable weight loss and better health, subscribe to my Live Your Way Thin YouTube channel. I would love to hear your comments and suggestions for future videos, and please help me spread the message by sharing this video. Thank you.